WTC, with support from the state of Kansas, has extended its fiber network to previously unserved Kansas communities, bridging the digital divide and granting broadband access to residents of the Zinedale and Deep Creek area.
My name is Kent Manuel, and I've grown up here in Manhattan. Got my degree in engineering at Kansas State University and went into the Air Force for 27 years and retired and came back here in 2001. So I've been here about 21 years now.
My name is Kitty Pursley. Bill and I moved to Manhattan in 1971, found a little farmhouse just one house south of where we live right now, and we went to school in 1971 through 75 at K-State. So been out here since 1971.
I love living out in the country and having a farm out here in rural Kansas.
Up on top of the hill, before you come down into the valley, I would just start smiling because it is so calm and serene out here.
The best part about the community are the people that live out here and how tight our community is.
We are a close-knit neighborhood. Anybody will help each other, so I love it out here.
For communities of all sizes all around the world, the demand for residential broadband access has drastically increased, and especially so in the past 2 years. But right here at home in rural Kansas, many residents like Kent and Kitty have been left behind without reliable internet.
When I started, all we had is phone lines, and because there are numerous new houses being built out here, they kept breaking down the line, spreading it against more people, so I had very poor coverage. Then I went to satellite, and satellite was very slow, particularly at night. It was very poor, and it was very limited on how much bandwidth I could actually use each month. I've gone through about 3 different options with LTE towers. Those LTE towers worked a little faster, but still I was much limited in terms of how much I could actually use each month.
The biggest challenge, obviously, was internet. I did have a business in Florida, a vacation rental, so everything I did was over the internet. Challenge was to be able to work at home with a country setting because coverage is so limited.
Our house was robbed, so I'm very concerned about security and trying to use security cameras out here when you can't use many gigabytes per month. You're very limited in being able to do that. And I had a smart thermostat on my house, and I was out of town, and of course the modem went out, and so there's no way to access my smart thermostat from where I was. So I was just stuck with the house without being able to manage the temperature.
Storms were a big issue. If we had a storm, we could be without coverage for several days.
Finally, thanks to the Broadband Acceleration Grant program, WTC was able to bring fiber to Zinedale and Deep Creek.
I was very excited every time a WTC employee came by. I offered them coffee.
The timing couldn't have been better because of COVID. So many of the kids out here were trying to do homework and whatnot on the internet, and they were just having a rough time. For me, because I work at home, I was so thankful to the state of Kansas and WTC for promoting this.
And I was checking every 2 weeks with WTC to make sure I was one of the first ones to get it installed.
After a year of planning, engineering, construction, and service installation, households previously receiving well under 25 megabit internet will now have access to speeds of up to 1,000 megabits per second.
It has been wonderful. Probably gave me 4 times what I had before. Instead of having the little spinning thing on the television, now I don't get any spinning, so it's been absolutely perfect.
Everybody I've talked to has been very pleased, not only with your technicians, but any questions we've had access to call and get those questions answered. So excellent company.
Very friendly and very responsive. I had one time where I called and he wasn't there, and within an hour he called me back and was very friendly about working with it. I've had no problems, and the installers were very polite and very efficient in terms of how they did things.
It is WTC's mission to bridge the digital divide by bringing fiber to our neighbors in rural Kansas, and we're grateful to the state of Kansas for making this effort possible. The Broadband Acceleration Grant directly improves the day-to-day lives of members of our community and opens up new horizons.
It's just made it unlimited for me. Like I said, I'm an engineer, so I have several modems throughout the house, and I use it pretty extensively, and just don't feel like at the end of the month I'm limited in what I can do. And of course, streaming now is an option for me. Now I can stream, and I've been able to save quite a bit of money, and then I'm a lot less limited on my entertainment choices as well.
Bill and I have been wanting to do things like streaming, and we have not done them because we had to pay for every gig that we got. Now we don't have to worry. We can watch what we want, stream. So thank you, thank you.
Thank you to the State of Kansas and the Department of Commerce for enabling progress throughout the state and for allowing WTC to play a part in that change.
I most certainly want to say thank you so much and offering us this grant to be able to have the capabilities that are so wonderful to have now.
Thank you. Thank you for bringing high-speed internet out to the country. It's going to offer so much. I appreciate it.
WTC, bridging the digital divide, one rural community at a time.